welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to film this with you today. I am going to be sharing with you my 2018 luxury wish list, and this encompasses all things from accessories to handbags to shoes. Anything luxury, you name it, I have it on my list here. And these are items that I for sure want. I have kind of gone through, decided, and nitpicked as to what things would work for my lifestyle. Some of the things I am not 100% on the color, but I do know that as far as the style and everything, these are items that I am going to be looking to add to my collection hopefully this year. There are quite a few on the list here, so I may not be able to get around to adding all of them, but who knows? We'll see. Little disclaimer, if you're not into luxury items, that's perfectly okay. Just click off of the video. If you are though, then come join me as I share my 2018 wish list with you. I am going to be sharing these in no particular order. I did group them up though by brand name, so it might make it a little bit easier for you. I just have them all listed out here on this piece of paper, so if you see me looking down, that is why. First up, I'm going to be doing Chanel items. So like I said, these are in no particular order, but Chanel is probably number one on my list just because it is my favorite brand. I have a few pieces from this fashion house and I really love the quality that they offer. So one of the pieces that I'm really looking forward to adding to my collection is going to be a boy bag. I am not sure if I want it to be on the quilted or the chevron. I'm leaning more towards the quilted just because I like the detail that the quilted offers. It's a little bit more busy and intriguing for the eye, although I love the long sleek lines of the chevron. If I were to get the chevron, it would definitely be the larger, the thicker chevron pieces. I'm not a big fan of the skinnier chevron, but I am definitely leaning more towards the quilted. I am not sure what color. I do know that I want either the silver or ruthenium hardware, or if I were to go with a black boy bag, I also like the so black option. But I am either considering a black boy, maybe a taupe, a red, or a burgundy. And as far as leather style, I really like the smooth calfskin. It is a little bit different than the lambskin. It is a lot less shiny and it's more durable. It's pretty much on par with the caviar. It does show a little bit of wear easier than the caviar, very slightly though, but it's not nearly as soft as the lambskin. And I just like the matte look of the calfskin because it's a little bit more casual. So you have your classic flap in either the lambskin or the caviar with the gold hardware for a more dressy, sophisticated look, and then your ruthenium black boy bag with the calfskin with a matte look for more casual, everyday appearance. Next up, since I don't have an SLG from this fashion house, I am really wanting to add the classic flap card holder to my collection. It actually looks like a mini classic flap bag, but it is really small and it is a card holder. So I would want this to match my classic flap bag in the black caviar with the gold hardware because I think that is absolutely stunning, and I love the fact that it looks just like a mini classic flap, so I could not ask for more. So I'm really excited for the day when I would be able to add that and start using that in my classic flap bag. And then finally, the last piece that I am listing over with Chanel is going to be a pair of Chanel espadrilles. I love the fact that these are flats and they are super comfortable and perfect for spring and summer weather, so I really want a pair of these, preferably in the beige with the black toe cap and then just the double CC logo. But there are a lot of really cute ones coming out for the spring and summer Act 1 and 2 season now, so I'm just keeping my eye out to see what else comes out, and if anything else strikes my fancy, then I may change my mind, but I definitely know I for sure want a pair of espadrilles. And now moving on to Louis Vuitton. Again, another fashion house that I absolutely love. One of the top items or bags that I really would love to add to my collection is going to be the Palace BB. And this is an amazing style with the monogram canvas, but then there is also some pockets on the exterior that have a little peep of color on the outside. And I would love this in either a burgundy or a pink color. They currently don't have any in that color available right now. They are very seasonal as far as their colors go, and they rotate them constantly. I believe that the only color that is available now is going to be the cherry or a red, and I would prefer to get a full red bag as opposed to one with a pop of color. I'm not a super fan yet of the red against the monogram, but I love how either the burgundy or the pink looks, so I am just waiting and holding out, and hopefully they come out with one of those this year and then I would be able to purchase that. If I would be able to decide exactly what I want, I love the vachetta on the handles and then on the sides have a little bit of color as well. Next up, I'm wanting another SLG, and this is just the slim card holder. So different from the Chanel card holder where it's going to hold a lot more cards and it does have that flap. This is just a slim card holder, and it will just hold a few cards in the top there, and hopefully they would also be able to come out with this in some color. In the past, they've had some with a pink or rose ballerine or kind of a rose gold, so I'd love it if they came out with some more style like that. I think it was like the Casa or the Casa wallet that was absolutely gorgeous, so I'm holding out on this as well to see if anything else comes out in a cute pink color. And then finally from Louis Vuitton, I would love to add another keep all to my collection, and this one would either be in the Macassar or the Eclipse because I love the black detailing of these items. I wouldn't mind purchasing these brand new if it does have that black because I know that with the treated leather it's going to last a lot longer. The only downside to these two though is that they either only come in a 45 or a 55. The 45 seems fairly too small, and then the 55 is pretty large. Right now I have the 50, which is the perfect size, so I have to decide which one would work best for my lifestyle, and maybe getting a different size other than the 50. I can just bring both of them maybe if I'm going on a road trip and I have plenty of room for luggage, and it would offer something different. So that I still have to decide on, but I would love to add another cue ball to my collection because the black is absolutely stunning. Next up is Louboutin, which is a third fashion house, which is within the top of my favorite luxury brands. I promise you not every luxury brand is my favorite. It is just these top three that I am most smitten with, so I wanted to start with those and work my way through. So I already have a pair of the Black Pigalle Plateaus by Louboutin, and I would love to add a pair of the nude. Now, if you watched my unboxing video, I kind of give you a little bit background as to how I came to procure the black ones and deciding on which style I wanted, and I really love the black ones, but I would like to add the nude ones. Again, it's an addiction. Once you buy one, you just can't stop. I would love to add a pair of nude ones also to my collection, just so that way I do have that versatility, and it is a little bit more casual going with the nude as opposed to the black. I love the contrast with the black and the red, and I think if I were to add the nude, I would still get that contrast as well as the more casual vibe if I did want to wear those during the day. So I am looking for a nice comfy pair of the nude ones. I've been out on the hunt trying on a bunch on. I still haven't decided exactly which ones I want. I do know that I want some nude ones though. So that is what I'm going to be adding next as far as Louboutin goes. And then I would also love it if Louboutin came back with a pair of the spiky heels. I absolutely love the funky and bold style of the spikes. They're very unique to the brand, and Louboutin, along with the red bottoms that they're known for, they are known for being a little bit edgier with those spikes, and you don't see those every day. When those first came out, I was a little bit hesitant, thinking that they were kind of a little too out there, a little too weird, that you're gonna hurt somebody, but looking at them and getting to know the brand a little bit more, I've came to really appreciate them, and I think they are absolutely gorgeous. So if they do come out with another pair of spiked heels that I love, I will definitely be sure to get those as well. A brand that I haven't really talked much about before is gonna be Burberry. I have had my eye on a pair of these Burberry sunglasses for the longest time, and I've purchased some other name brand designer sunglasses thinking that it would kind of quench my thirst of designer sunglasses, but it hasn't yet, and I'm still loving these Burberry ones. So hopefully this is the year that I add these to my collection as well. I am just kind of biding my time though and making sure that I will 100% get plenty of use out of these. I would like to go with the cost per wear to make sure that I will wear them enough to justify the purchase. I'm not super big into luxury designer sunglasses. I know that there are some from other fashion houses like Louis Vuitton or Chanel where they're running upwards of $500 or $600, and I know that those are just a little bit too much for me as far as what I would get out of them, but I think that at the $260 range for the Burberrys here, those are a little bit easier to manage. So it is still on the pricey side a little bit, so that's why I haven't quite pulled the trigger yet, but maybe this will be the year that I decide, let's go ahead and do it. Now, a fashion house that I actually have no pieces by, but that made the list, is going to be Dior, and I am specifically talking about the Lady Dior bag. Now, when I first saw this bag in the bright patent leather, I did not like it one bit. I thought that it looked very juvenile, maybe for kids with the thick handles, but as I saw it more and more, and I saw different ways to style it, it really grew on me and I came to love it. And I I decided that I really love this in that bright red cherry patent leather. I have this Coach wallet that I purchased some time ago in the patent red, and I really love it. I think it's super unique and bold, and it kind of reminds me of the bright color on the bottom of the Louboutins. So I think if I were to get the Lady Dior in the medium size in that bright red cherry patent leather with silver hardware, that is going to add a pop of color to my collection. The bag itself is very versatile because it is a top handle, but then it also has a longer shoulder strap, so that way I could be hands-free if I wanted to, and this would just be a really unique piece to add to my collection. Even though red is a bright, bold color, it can also be worn as a neutral. So if you do have an all black or a neutral outfit, add in a pop of red color. You can even throw on some Louboutins with that pop of red on the bottom of the soles, and you have a nice complete outfit that is put together. It has pops of color that can be bold, but it's also kind of toned back and neutral. Now, as the summer is coming up, I would love to add in a light colored bag to my collection. So probably either a nice beige or a light pink, and I'm not sure what fashion house I would want this to be from. I do know that I'd want it to be a smaller bag, maybe like a walk or slightly larger than that, just so I can fit a little bit more in, but I know I definitely wouldn't want a tote style or a medium or large size bag. I have been looking at either the Gucci Marmont flap or the YSL wallet on chain. I haven't fallen in love with any of them yet, so that's why I haven't purchased any, and I don't even have it narrowed down to exactly what I would want it on my wish list, but I have been loving these colors and how to style them, especially with the white jeans. I love that trend right now, and so I definitely want to add one of these pieces to my collection as well. And then finally, last but not least, I know this is a 2018 wish list, but it is a wish list nonetheless. So that means that I may or may not get these items, and it is not necessarily holding true just 2018. So if I wanted to push it out to 2028, 2038, whatever, I can dream. So I added on the Hermes Kelly bag. I'm not sure what color or size or anything since I haven't had a chance to take a look at them. I am absolutely smitten with the photos online though, and I know that the style and the shape of the bag would definitely be very functional for my lifestyle since it does have that longer shoulder strap and then a shorter strap for hand carry. It is very versatile and functional, and they are pretty good size, so that way I could fit all of my daily essentials in there. So that is definitely on my list. The price point though is a little bit outrageous. I could maybe possibly justify it because of the quality as well as the fact that it majorly retains its value. Also, taking into consideration how difficult these bags are to come by, I know I would never want to pay more than retail. I'm not that obsessed with them, so if I were to happen to be able to purchase them from a store and it was in a color combination that I would love, then I may pull the trigger at that point and go for it. But I am not, you know, constantly searching websites like, oh, I'll pay $5,000 over just so that way I can have this bag. It's just on my wish list because I want to be able to dream, and I figured I would throw it on there because my wish list can always change. That's exactly what it is. It's not a shopping list. It is just a wish list. I really hope that you guys enjoyed going through my 2018 luxury wish list with me, and hopefully by the end of the year I will be able to check all of these off. I won't hold my breath, and it's perfectly okay if one or two items slip through the cracks. As long as I can get most of the items that are on the top of my list, I will be one happy camper. So if you made your own luxury wish list, definitely let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it and chat with you. Or if you have any of the items on my list and you are loving them, let me know that too. If you like this video and you want to see more like this about luxury items, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that way you are notified whenever I upload new videos, which is 2 to 3 times a week. And until next time, thanks for stopping by. Lucca just came to say hi. Yeah, she wants to add on to her luxury wish list too. How about that nice new collar from Louis Vuitton? Then I will be a happy camper. Happy camper. Apparently we're from Alabama now. Nude, not new, but nude. All the furs.